As parents, we hold the key to our children's future and to our future. And if we don't put in the necessary changes and plans for our children, the outcome for them will be negative. I have some very clear, very simple, easy steps for we as parents to do so our children get the best out of us and their futures. Like I said, we hold the key. When we give birth to our children, that's when we start training them and teaching them. We are automatically leaders as parents. You have to get that in your head from the get-go. You are a leader. We as parents are leaders. When your children are young, this is the time that you are their manager. There are 3 stages of a parent's life. There's the manager stage, there's the advice stage, and there's the consultancy stage. The manager stage is from 0 to 12 years old. And in that era, you teach your children, you show your children, you manage everything they do. You manage what they wear, where they go, what they eat, what school they go to, what friends they have. These 12 years are crucial. These are the years you put in your rules, your boundaries, your correct discipline. These are the years where your children get to know you inside out as well. So if you have habits or vices that you don't want your children to be doing, this is the era to give it up. The smoking, excessive drinking, swearing, bad language, bad body language, this is the era to give it up in, because your children are watching you. Even when you're not watching them, they're watching you. So this 12 years is crucial for you to teach your children the way they should go. The next category is the advice category, from 13 to 17. This era is where you do a lot of debating and negotiating and really sitting down and giving your children the knowledge that you have. The eras are very different. When we were children, this age bracket that I'm talking about, the teenage years, were very different. There was no mobile phones, there was no Facebook, there was no Google. But today, our children have access to these things at their fingertips. So we have to be very on the ball with them, making sure what they're watching is right for their age. I know sometimes it can be difficult when you have teenagers and young children in the house at the same time, and you've got to make sure that they're watching the right things. But it's not impossible. It is your job. It is the reason why you are here. It's the reason why you gave birth to those children, to watch over them. There should be no excuses for our parenting. We have to parent our children right. I once read a long time ago, the way you know you're a good parent is when your grandchildren turn out right. So the only way our grandchildren are going to turn out right is if we implement what we need to do in our children today. So that's the advice years, from the 13 to 17 years. We give lots of advice, lots of talking, lots of negotiation, like I said. From 17 onwards, children are still in your home, you still have jurisdiction over them, but this is the consultancy years. These are the years where you can't really manage what they do and what they wear anymore. The advice, they whether take it or leave it. So you consult with them. Still have that open door policy that you've had from when they were little, where they can come to you and consult with the challenges and the choices they need to make in their adult life. Because once they become 18, they're legally adults. Yes, they may still be under your roof, like I said, but they're adults. So you are consulting with them, they are consulting with you. They may not take your advice, but if you've been a good manager and a good advisor, the consultancy stage will be very easy. You will have children that respect you. You'll have children that have manners. You'll have children that are able to go into the workplace and get a job. You have children who are creative and able to make their own jobs and start their own businesses if you start young. Now there is the possibility where you may be watching this and you have teenagers who you haven't had the opportunity to teach them while they're young. And now they're teenagers, they're kicking off, they're rude, they're aggressive, they don't listen to you. There is still hope. There is still hope. You can still turn this teenager around. As long as they're under your roof, doing what you tell them to do, eating your food, wearing your clothes that you've bought for them, and spending your money, there is still hope that you can turn them around. Yes, it will take work. Yes, it may be hard, but it is not impossible. You must continue and to strive to be the best parent that they need. You need to be strict and you need to be soft. You need balance. There's no point being strict all of the time. There's no point being soft all of the time. These are the years that we need to be putting in as parents. And can I just end and say, parenting is a wonderful thing to be in.